despite Capitec's strong recovery in the last 6 months ending in February, the bank did see its headline profit for the past year drop by 27% to 4.6 billion rand. But there is some good news for the shareholders, as you've just mentioned, as the company more than doubled its total dividend per share. Now, during the first part of the lockdown, the bank did offer over 7 billion rand in repayment relief to its clients. Capitec has also been able to grow its retail deposits significantly despite the current times. And I've actually got the CEO, Gerrie Fouri, joining me now to discuss these numbers at more. Gerrie, many thanks for your time this afternoon. So very interestingly, you've resumed your dividend payout. I mean, is this signaling that the future profitability looks solid or good for Capitec?
Yeah, I think if you look at the last 6 months, if you compare the 6 months with the previous 6 months, we're up 18%. And then a very important indicator is our capital adequacy, that's up to 37%. So that shows that we've got enough capital, and that's why we've declared a dividend.
Right, now let's focus on the clients now. So those who have taken out loans, now they have struggled, haven't they? I mean, I see the group's net credit impairment charge surged by more than 2/3 to about 7.3 billion rand, but also the outlook in this particular regard.
Yeah, I think if you ask us our view, let's say a year ago, we all were much more negative. I think if I look at it now, it's much more promising. I've shown this morning the inflows of clients' income levels, and on average, apart from the hospitality industry, everyone is here at about 95, 97% of where they used to be. Even on the payment breaks that we've given, we see a very strong performance, where first payment successes is over 90%. So I think if you look at the economy, we're cautious. I think we all wait for the third wave. We're waiting to see what's going to happen with the vaccines, etc. But there's definitely industries that's performing well. So we'll look at industries, we will look at certain companies, but we were cautious. But if I look at the transactional side, that's actually where we've done exceptionally well. You know, to increase our client base with 4 million clients over a 2-year period and grow to 8.6 million digital clients, I think that's a very, very strong performance.
Yeah, and I'm glad you bring out the digital clients that have grown and the emphasis that the bank is placing rather on that digital offering. So speak us through that particular focus.
Yeah, it's been a focus for the last 5-6 years, but I think COVID to a certain extent has helped. You know, we've increased our digital client base with over 3.6 million clients in the last 2 years, with a strong performance this year. And what is quite nice is it's all people. In the past, everyone thought it's the younger generation, people that will go onto digital. But what we're seeing is all income groups, all age groups, everyone is accepting digital. And I think there's a testimony on what we've done on the digital side to make it very simplistic and transparent.
Right, now two things that defines a bank's performance during COVID-19 is tightening lending criteria and raising provisions for bad debt as two examples. In this regard, how has Capitec been navigating?
We've said when COVID took place, we've cut our credit appetite with 30%. But in the last 6, 7, 8 months, we've actually gone back to normal levels. We've made a decision last week on the credit committee that we're actually going back to pre-COVID levels, except for certain specific industries where we still see stress. And then on the provisioning side, I think we've taken a forward look. We've looked at the economy, and we're quite happy with the provisioning numbers that we've put in.
Right, and then finally, just based on what you've mentioned there in terms of the positivity and the outlook for the provisions that you've made, the health of the consumer in general, are you confident in your client base and a healthy growth of your client base?
Well, you know, I always believe you can read a lot on newspapers, etc., but actually the proof lies in the pudding, and that's when you actually are in the streets. I was 2 weeks ago spending a couple of days in Soweto and Wall Triangle, talking to our branches, talking to what's happening, what are they seeing on the employment side, what are they seeing with overtime and bonuses. And I must say I've got a fairly strong message from them that it's getting much better, or it's getting better. So I'm actually thinking the economy is much more resilient than what we're giving it credit to. And it looks at
That's obviously Gerrie Fouri giving us a roundup of the company's results. Very optimistic about South Africa's economy as well as the outlook of the health of the consumer. Tebekile.